merry stock market. Oh, man. Woo!
Ooh, boy, do I sense some trouble brewing for Tesla. Oh, yeah. La futura. It's my Tesla, bro. It's my Tesla. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance, everybody. My name is Christopher Belli. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term Boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And I just watched a brief clip from Solving the Money Problem. Stephen Mark Ryan, that Australian degenerate who put basically his entire portfolio in a massively overvalued luxury car company. Now, I've been on YouTube calling Tesla a bubble for a long time, and people have been laughing at me because about a year and a half ago, I said, oh, it's a bubble. And you know what happened? It kept going up because that's what bubbles do. They go up and they go up and they go up, and everybody gets enthralled and they get addicted and they can't imagine that the bubble could pop. And before you know it, eventually it happens. Earnings are missed. Deliveries are down. Something freaking happens and Tesla gets annihilated. The bubble gets popped. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever hear the dumbest person you know tell you to buy a stock, that stock is a massive bubble. And I guarantee you, you guys go and you talk to your friends that don't really track stocks, or maybe they do and they're just morons. What stock do they freaking talk about? Wow, I need to get some Tesla. Tesla's the future, bro. I mean, you see how much Tesla stock went up? That's the stock to buy, guys. So let's go ahead and check out this freaking video that Stephen Mark Dumbass did, Stephen Mark Ryan. And I want to highlight this particular chart that he pulls up here. So here we see Q2 USA vehicle sales change year over year in percentages. And remember, he's just focusing on the United States here. A big part of Tesla's market is Europe and China. And Tesla has massive competition in both Europe and China. And that's also subject to geopolitical risk. All these clowns talk about, oh, China's so risky, blah, 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 blah. And then Tesla has a freaking factory in China. But nobody wants to talk about that. Now, in this chart, on the yellow bar on the left, he's got the change in sales of Tesla vehicles year over year. And obviously, it's in the green. Their sales, it looks like they've increased 55% year over year. And he compares these sales to all these other auto manufacturers. Mitsubishi sales are down. General Motors, Stellantis, Subaru, all these companies, all these massive auto manufacturers have declining vehicle sales year over year. Now, let's think back a year ago, July 2021. What was going on in the market back then? Well, there were very low interest rates. And you know what happens when there's very low interest rates? People go ahead and buy freaking cars. And guess what's happening now? Interest rates are starting to increase. What does that do to car sales? What do you think? They probably start to go down, okay? But in this guy's head, what he's saying here is there's some kind of correlation here. You see Tesla's going up. Their sales year over year are going up. And everybody else's sales are going down. Tesla must be stealing all of these sales. You can see there's one company just in the United States. I want to see the European and China graphs. There's only one company, and that's Tesla, that's actually growing sales. Yes, it's a new company, you freaking clowns. Think about this. If I went ahead and I made my own car company, and I sold one car in 2021. And then I go ahead and I sell 2 cars in 2022. Well, I basically 2x'd my sales. Now, if you compare my company, which doubled their sales year over year, to all these other auto manufacturers on a chart like this, I look like a freaking amazing genius. I look like the future because I'm a small company. When you're small, it's easier to scale. That's why Tesla is still growing massively. But as I've said 1,000 times, And yes, I'm chewing tobacco. Call a lawyer. As I've said 1,000 times, Tesla is a luxury auto manufacturer. And they actually just raised prices again. Again. Who can afford these cars? Higher interest rates, higher prices. It should be the opposite way. As interest rates go up, prices should go down. That doesn't make sense to me. But Tesla is in the luxury auto segment. They don't have to cut prices. Now, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Tesla's going to take over the entire luxury auto market? Honestly, do you really think that? No. I mean, if you do, you're a freaking maniac. But no, they're not. People have their own preferences. So to pull up a chart like this, and basically he's implying that every other automaker is declining and Tesla's growing, it's misleading and it's freaking stupid. This guy is a moron, okay? Now let's go ahead and see Tesla's price action. Tesla went up 2.5% today. Oh my God, it's the future, bro. Now, we are in an environment of very high inflation. What happens if inflation is persistent? The Fed has to keep raising rates because they have to kill inflation. They got to slow spending down. Best way to do it, raise the rates, because then people don't want to spend as much money. Think about buying a house or a car. The higher your interest rate, the more freaking expensive it is, the higher your payments are. And just a small change in rates can have a massive difference on the auto industry. Now, you put a car company like Tesla out there that's insanely expensive, that's not affordable by the masses. And the more and more expensive they get, and the higher interest rates, the narrower and narrower their market becomes. They are able to be bought affordable to fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer families in the United States, in Europe, and especially in China. What do you think is going to happen? There's going to come a time where Tesla's growth massively stalls out. Now, what's been happening recently? Well, Tesla deliveries dropped by 18% in Q2 2022. And I guess that's quarter over quarter. Well, why did this happen? They had shut down their freaking factory in Shanghai because of COVID, blah, 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 blah. And that's fine, okay? Analysts actually priced this in. The reason Tesla stock didn't crash after this crappy deliveries, I mean, they have grown pretty significantly year over year, but their growth trajectory has really been hurt. It's really been hurt by these lockdowns. The stock did not crash because analysts priced that in. Now, where the crash comes from is where analysts don't price in a massive drop. That's what happens with stocks like Meta and all these other companies. Analysts have these crazy assumptions, 40, 50% growth rate. The company delivers 20%, 30%, and the stock gets freaking annihilated. It is only a matter of time. Rising rates, rising prices. It's inevitable. All right. How long was I off? Can anybody tell me? Somebody sabotaged me. I zoomed into the Tesla article. I don't know what freaking happened, but I'll read it to you. Furnaces costing Tesla billions of dollars. So what do you think is going to freaking happen when these earnings come out on July 20th? Tesla is going to get freaking wrecked. Okay. Now I don't know. Tesla's probably freaking hacking me right now. They don't like what I'm saying right now, but it's just a matter of time. Now, I'm really pissed at my internet. Am I good? Am I good now? Can y'all hear me? I'm literally right next to the freaking router. Anyway, the whole point of this video is Stephen Mark Ryan is a moron, okay? You can't compare Tesla's sales growth to the other auto manufacturers. Tesla's a small company. The other auto manufacturers sell millions more cars than he does. Millions and millions more. It's a freaking joke, all right? I need to check my internet. I'm literally right next to the freaking router. Costs of the factory are amortized. Well, they're depreciated. They won't hurt earnings. Yeah, but at the same time, that's going to hurt Tesla's margins, their gross margins. Because what's going to happen is when you make a car, the cost of the plant, the factory, the overhead, that goes into the inventory. And if you have very high factory expenses, very high overhead, and you allocate that over few cars, you're going to have very high cost of goods sold, and you're going to have gross margins. So what could also happen is the freaking gross margins get wrecked in this earnings, which I can totally see. And if that happens, that amazing growth trajectory of Tesla with their amazing gross margins, that's going to get freaking wrecked too. Okay? So the whole point is like, don't get swept up in these stupid bubbles. Don't listen to these freaking morons. If you see a stock and it just doesn't make sense to you, you don't have to buy it. And it's common sense. If everybody who tells you to buy the stock, something ain't freaking right. Something is fishy. So let's do some comments. And then I'll go ahead and sign off and check my internet. Damn it. I'm pissed. Disruptive innovation, bro. Smoke weed and buy Tesla stock. Yeah, remember Chicken Genius said it would you could retire off Tesla with like $250,000? Yeah, how'd that go? Am I having a stroke? This guy can't afford internet. Sell all your. It's true. That if there's a bearish sign for VT, my internet crapping out was definitely the one. As soon as he says something bad about Meta, LMFAO. I love Facebook, bro. I just bought the stock. They can't cancel me now. All right, any more comments? I'm pissed. I'm going to have to check this freaking video to see how bad it was. Why build a gigafactory in China anyway? Korea, Japan were right there. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, I get there's a huge electric vehicle market in China, but the Chinese just want that factory there so they can steal their freaking technology. China is not going to let Tesla overtake their auto manufacturers. Trust me on that one. How much do you think Tesla will go down peak to trough? I honestly have no idea. I can't predict that. But if bearish sentiment keeps stacking up, and you can already see like the negative sentiment start to build up. Oh, their deliveries are slowing down. Elon Musk is saying the factories are burning lots of cash. Blah, blah, blah. Inflation. Elon Musk is like the enemy of the news media now. It could sell off massively, massively irrationally. And it may even be a buy at some point. But I can't predict where it's going to go. Tesla goes down twice as much as the S&P 500. Yeah, that is a good indicator. So beta is basically a measure of volatility of a stock versus an index. So if a company has a high beta, it goes up faster than the index, and it falls harder than the index. Like Jeremy Lafufu stocks, they have high beta because they're risky. It's the same thing with Tesla. I can't get Tesla now without waiting for months or a year. It's stupid. People are going to cancel their orders and be like, give me my freaking money, moron. Tesla to 2. I could see it going to 280. I'm telling you that if negative sentiment really stacks up, stocks can get. I mean, look what happened to Baba. Wrecked. It can happen, even if it's a great company. Tesla will moon to 20K. Yeah. If somebody says it's going to go to 20K, just unsubscribe from them. Please don't listen to them. $70. It's possible. It's possible. I'm telling you, look at these other stocks that got freaking wrecked. Shopify, Meta, Netflix. The same thing can happen to Tesla. Trust me. And when that happens, oh boy, victory. All right. Well, I think that's about it. Oh God. Why are you not shorting Tesla? I don't short stocks. It's stupid. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I need to go check it to see how bad the interruption was. And cue the outro.
Oh, merry stock market. Oh, man. Woo!